Hello Slashers, Knifecraft here, and welcome back to my channel. Now for today's video, I'll finally be reviewing Saw X. The plot of Saw X goes like this. Hoping for a miraculous cure, John Kramer travels to Mexico for a risky and experimental medical procedure, only to discover the entire operation is a scam to defraud the most vulnerable. Armed with a newfound purpose, the infamous serial killer uses deranged and ingenious traps to turn the tables on the con artists. Will they beat their traps or die trying? Find out in Saw X. Let the games begin. Sorry for the terrible Jigsaw impression, but gotta have a little fun here. I can't use the Saw puppet right now for my intro for this review because I packed him up. Leave a like on this video if you want me to review the whole entire Saw franchise, because I've been thinking about this and I think it'd be fun to review the whole entire Saw franchise in one video. So if you want to see that, leave a like on this video and I will do it. So yeah, let the review begin. Let's first start with the writing and the story of Saw X. I think that the writing, for what it is, it's pretty good. I think that overall the story that they got going and the writing and stuff, I think it's pretty good in how everything ties together at the end. Like, I don't know, like they've done it again with the twists. But overall, I think that the writing is pretty good for what it is. I think they did a great job at focusing on John Kramer this time around, just giving him more character development and making the whole movie about him. Because yes, the other Saw movies are technically about him, but we don't ever get to see this close of a look at the character of John Kramer as we do in this movie. And I think that they did a good job at really giving him some character development and allowing the viewers to get close to him. I think that they did a really good job at it. Of course, Amanda coming back, that's amazing as well. They did some character development on her too. Overall, they did a great job at developing both John Kramer and Amanda. Furthermore, as well as giving some development, I guess you could call it, to the people who are being put in these traps. Let me tell you, man, these are some terrible ass people, and they did a good job at making them hateable, at least. There's also a really crazy end credit scene, or mid credit scene, I guess you could call it. So definitely stay during the credits, because there is a crazy surprise at the end. I will not spoil it, but it will blow your socks off. I'm just gonna say it was awesome. Now let's move on to talking about the cinematography. I think they did a great job with the cinematography in Saw X. Matter of fact, actually, it feels like, it fits within the franchise pretty well, because they're even like, the way that they do the editing and stuff, and the way that the film looks overall, very reminiscent of the old Saw movies. They did a great job at capturing that look, and I just think overall, it was done very well. The special effects even, amazing. Let me tell you guys, the traps, oh boy, man. Some of these traps they're so squeamish looking, you know what I mean? They did a good job with making the traps look as painful as possible. There is one specific trap that, it looks super, super painful. And overall, the traps were great. They did a good job at designing the traps. But moving on from the cinematography, let's get to the music. Just to put it quickly, music was on point. Hell Zep, I think it's called, comes back. Obviously, like, it's a Saw movie, why wouldn't it come back? But what it does is so fucking epic. Overall, the music, you can never go wrong with the Saw soundtrack. It always is a massive banger. Always, you gotta give respect to the Saw music. It never misses. Even in the bad movies, I think, it's still good music. As for the acting, I think this is a well-acted movie. Everyone does amazing. I think definitely John Kramer obviously steals the show in this movie by a landslide. They overall really did an amazing job giving John Kramer proper character development, and I'm always gonna appreciate that about this movie. Now let's get to the scoreboard of Saw X. Cinematography, gotta give that a 10. I'm definitely very impressed with how this was shot. They did an amazing job shooting this, and it feels just at home with all the other Saw movies. The music, I gotta say, I'm gonna definitely have to give this a 10 as well. The music always sounds amazing in these Saw movies, and they did an amazing job with the music in this movie. For the writing and the story, I definitely gotta give this an 8. They did a great job with the writing and giving certain characters development. Overall, the story is great and the writing is really good, and they did a good job at making everything tie together the way that it does. Now for the acting, I'm definitely going to have to give this a 9 just for Tobin Bell alone. The way that he plays John Kramer in this movie, he does an amazing job at really giving it his all and helping, give some development to his character. He did a great job playing the role of Jigsaw. And Shawnee Smith coming back as Amanda Young, she does a great job too. Overall, acting is really good. As for the final verdict, I'm gonna have to give this an 8 out of 10. And I'm gonna have to give this an Abcrypt seal of approval. It's a really good movie and I do recommend it, especially for massive Saw fans. I'm not like a huge Saw fan, but I do like Saw. I've seen every Saw movie. I've also played all of the first game, which is very nostalgic to me, and I played some of the second game, never finished it though. I heard it was horrible though. And as for the final statement, Saw X is excellent. But that'll be all for today's video, guys. We're going to enjoy today's video. If you guys did, be sure to like, subscribe for more content, definitely subscribe to become a slasher. All social media links in my merch description below. Thank you guys so much for watching my review on Saw X. I apologize, this is coming a bit late. I don't really do reviews that much, but when I do, I like to try to have them out as soon as possible, because I'm just going to say that reviews aren't really my favorite thing to make, but I do make them when, a movie that I'm genuinely excited about comes out. And I apologize for taking so long to make this review, but it's out now and I had fun reviewing this. Check out the first episode of my podcast description below. Check it out, please. I want to make the podcast more of a thing on my channel. I want to do it more often, so definitely show the new podcast some support and give feedback where it is needed. And overall, we appreciate it. I'm out here, and I'll catch you on next video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget, guys, to keep on slashing.